The call came at 2:17 a.m. Deployment sleep is light, wired, and shallow. I was already halfway to full consciousness when I answered, thinking it was a base alert. But it wasn't command. It was my mother. Her voice shook. At first I thought it was another fall. She's not young anymore, and winter in Oregon has no mercy. But then she whispered something I wasn't ready for. They were here. Silence. Your wife. And a man. Big. Loud. Laughs like a drunk dog. I sat up. My bunk creaked. What do you mean, they were there? She started crying. But not the kind of crying that comes from sadness. This was something colder, older. They told me, you're going to die soon, that the army's chewing you up, that I should sign the house over before it's too late, before you die like your father. I stared at the darkness pressing in from the barracks windows. The moon was full, mocking me. She said you were a kitchen clown, my mother choked. A failure, just making coffee for real soldiers. She wasn't crying anymore, just breathing, just waiting. He told me if I didn't sign, I'd be dead before you ever came back. I didn't speak, didn't scream, didn't move. My pulse didn't even spike, because that wasn't shock. It was confirmation. I'd known something was rotting beneath her skin. The way she smiled too sweet during video calls. The way she never asked where I was deployed, just said, stay safe, like she meant stay gone. But this wasn't just infidelity. This was strategy. She hadn't come alone. She'd brought muscle. That told me everything I needed to know. This wasn't love. It was an exit plan. And I was the only one still in the way. My mother never told me the man's name, but I didn't need it. I remembered the look on her face last summer when she accidentally left her phone unlocked. A message, one line. He'll be gone soon. We'll have everything. She said it was a joke. I pretended to believe her. I've been pretending for months. Because when your wife is laying landmines in your home, you don't scream. You step lightly, and you watch. I made quiet moves, nothing loud. A call to a JAG buddy, quiet, off record. Power of attorney revoked. A small legal firewall. I requested emergency leave. They denied it. So I got creative. Volunteered for a training program stateside. Culinary logistics. Plenty of room for transfers. They never noticed the paperwork reroute. Then I waited. While she posted smiles, took spa trips with friends, I traced one man's face showing up again, always just outside the frame, a shoulder here, a shadow there. I ran a license plate through a friend at DMV. His name was Darren R. Keller. Felony assault, 2014, bankruptcy, 2019, unemployed, and dating my wife. I ran phone logs, cross-checked GPS pings near my mom's address, twice, 2 visits, both during full moons, maximum cover. She thought I wouldn't notice the lunar pattern. She forgot I've spent 12 years cooking for men who kill in the dark. I notice everything. I didn't tell her I was coming back, just landed, took a cab, quiet, clean. Snow muffled the tires. I walked the final block. She was at my mother's again, 3rd visit. I stood outside the window, watched her pour tea like a doting daughter-in-law. She touched the man's hand. He kissed hers. My mother sat silent, trapped. I knocked once, opened the door, didn't smile, didn't blink. Her face cracked. He stood up, tried to size me up. I set a folder on the table, bank statements, photos, timeline, proof of their plan, their theft, her betrayal. I turned to him. You'll leave now. He didn't move, so I stepped closer, whispered in his ear. You think I'm just a chef, but I've been trained to clear rooms in under 6 seconds with one knife. No sound. He left. She didn't. She begged. I just looked at her and said, "You're not worth the mess." Next day, I filed everything, quietly. I sold the house, transferred the funds, gave my mother every cent, moved her into a care facility near the coast, private, secure. She called again and again. My wife left messages, apologies. She even tried tears. But the last thing I sent her was a single text. "Tell Darren I left something in the basement. Hope he finds it before it finds him." There was nothing in the basement, but she didn't know that. And fear lingers longer than guilt. Let it rot her from the inside. I'm stationed again, somewhere warm this time. I cook for real soldiers, men who've bled beside me, men who know what loyalty tastes like. Sometimes they ask about her, the ring, the past. I just say, "Gone bad," tossed it out. They think I mean the marriage, but I meant the memory. The last photo of her, smiling at my mother's house, I burned it on a stovetop, watched her face curl, blacken, vanish, just like she did. And just before the flame died, I whispered, "Still think I was just a chef?"